Another session of Fridays at 5. Today, I wanted to share with you some of my thoughts about how you can visualize a future for yourself, even in these uncertain times. A lot of people that I'm interacting with, my clients, friends, family, are having a hard time visualizing what the future will probably look like. Whether it's 1 year down the line, whether it's 2 years, whether it's 6 months, it doesn't really matter. It's quite it's quite natural that in situations like what we are going through, circumstances which are seem and feel out of control, and they are in so many ways, it becomes quite difficult to visualize a future that is hopeful and that is constructive and something that we are looking forward to, that we can look forward to. So in that scenario, a couple of things. One is that visualizing a future, because of the very uncertainty of a future has become quite difficult for most of us. Secondly, what is not helping us, of course, is that the world has changed, and it has changed in many ways, and some of which we are yet to actually see, because whether we are, for example, now when we travel, we know for sure that how we used to travel earlier has completely changed and will have changed for a while to come. So some of the change is going to be permanent, but not all, and only time will tell, what is going to be permanent and what is going to be temporary, maybe for a year or two. But there is no doubt that many things that we were used to has changed, drastically. um, so that's the second point that I wanted to make. And the third thing is, of course, is that so in this scenario, so the third thing is that in this scenario it becomes quite difficult, when it's quite difficult to visualize a future for ourselves, our future selves, it becomes equally important to find tools which empower us to do so. And one of the tools that I offer my clients and I wanted to share with you is to create an empowering health plan, right? A health plan which, of course, is based on our physical needs like nutrition, like stress management, like rest, which are physical body needs, but also uh, which are emotional health. Taking care of an emotional health is also becomes important. So creating an empowering health plan becomes quite important in this kind of a scenario. Um, in today's session, I wanted to discuss a particular idea with you that can really help you bring clarity and some semblance of normalcy to what you probably can visualize doing in the near future, whether it's 1 year, 2 years down the line. Before that, let me ask you this, and these questions are actually the tools that can help bring clarity to what we're going to discuss next in a bit, and I'm going to share that with you. Just hold on. But so the three questions that I want you to ask yourself. So take out some time for this kind of a self-reflection when you're doing this exercise, and ask yourself these questions and be honest with yourself, right? So the first question is that what do you want your life to look like? And whether it's 1 year down the line, whether if that's difficult, then 6 months is okay, so end of the year. Whether it's 2 years down the line, whether it's 5 years down the line, whatever that you can visualize into, to whatever extent into the future that you can think about yourself, whatever that you're comfortable with, uh, just ask yourself this question, that what do you want your life to look like, and write it down. The best thing that you can do is write it down in a journal, kind of a journal. It brings up a lot of it clears up our thoughts, our thinking process. The second thing that I want you to ask yourself is, the second question is this: what do I want to be the center of my life? Again, this is for the future. So think forward to the time frame that you chose for yourself and ask yourself, what do I want to be the center of my life? So that can mean that whether it's a bit more of work or a project that you were planning to do, whether it's more of your family that you want to see in your life, whether it's some other purpose that has come out of this, living in this kind of a scenario. A lot of people have been doing a lot of, self reflection. So there's a lot more self awareness for many people. So that might have brought about some kind of ideas for you. So maybe you want to explore that. So whatever it is that you want to be the center of your life, think about it, write it down. And the last question is, what do I want my body to look like? So again, not so much about weight or particular health, but what is it in general that you can visualize. Use your power of imagination. It's an extremely powerful tool that can help us reach our goals and live a very meaningful life, right? A purpose-driven life. So again, the third question is, what do I want my body to look like? So it's not so much about only the external aspects of your body, but also the internal aspects. So what does health mean to you? So if you say that you want your body to be healthy, what does it mean to you? What does healthy mean to you? Does it mean a particular weight, and what does it mean beyond that weight? Most of us get stuck at that weight thing. So what does it mean beyond? Does it mean being able to recover faster from an illness? Anything that is that comes to you, that is true for you, and it's going to be different for everyone. So do not judge yourself, no matter what comes up. So the three questions that I have asked you to ask yourself is, one is, what do you want your life to look like, whether it's 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 2 years down the line, whatever you're comfortable with asking or exploring. The second is, what do I want to be the center of my life, right? That's the second question. And the third question is, what do I want my body to look like? So, so just answer these truthfully and honestly for yourself. And I will be sharing some aspects of, the health plan that you can create for yourself at a physical level, including a few aspects of nutrition and self-care in the next Facebook Live next Friday. But today I just want to leave you with one tool that has really helped my clients to, as I said, visualize what they want to do, where they want to be, in the foreseeable future, and that is creating a vision board. Okay? You may or may not have heard about this. Usually, we hear about vision and mission statements, etc., in regards to companies, but you can, as an individual, you can have personal vision statements, and more importantly, you can create a vision board. When you create something, with your own hands, with a lot of thought and meaning behind it, it brings it to life and it makes it much more effective. So what do I mean? And I'm going to share one example of a vision board with you. But basically, a vision board encapsulates what you, again, visualize. The power of imagination, visualization, using, we are utilizing that, and we are capturing it on a physical, space. So the first thing is to create space for it, right? So whether you have a big cardboard sheet, whether you have a piece of a wall that is empty and clear for you, so or any kind of soft board that you might have which you want to use, it doesn't matter. So um, clearing a space for that, and curating content, pictures, actually curating pictures which depict what is important to you in your life. So whether it's about health, and whether it's about health, whether it's about travel, whether it's about your work. And the other thing is that you can create different boards if you need to for different parts of your life. So whether it's work, whether it's personal life, whether it's a career or something else, the travel board, vision board, it doesn't matter. You can create different ones. But to keep it simple, if you're doing it for the first time, what you can do is, one is curate pictures of, whether it's through magazines or internet, you can print them out. You can do it in so many different ways. And curating these pictures, which are something that you want to see in your life, more of in your life, and which have certain meaning in your life. So whether it's a particular place, whether it's a particular food, whether it's a particular dream that you have, whether it's a particular goal, a picture which depicts it, right? And you can put yourself in the center of your vision board if you want. You can put a picture of yourself, and these are the different parts of your life that you want to manifest and see more of. So that's one. The other thing is you can add, and you should add, your favorite quotes and affirmations. So that's something that you can again either print or simply cut out if you find it somewhere. You can print it, you can write it down, and you can stick it on your vision board. So all your favorite quotes that you have, affirmations, anything that inspires and motivates you should also be on the vision board. But also the other important thing is to keep it free of clutter. So do not clutter it too much with a lot of content, lot of pictures, and too much of stuff there. Keep it clear, keep it simple, right? To make it visually appealing to you, and to, of course, leave out the clutter, because that sort of clutters up your thinking as well. So make sure that it's not too cluttered up. But creating, and you can dress it up in with lights or whatever else that you want. So that's completely up to you. It's your vision board. So, doing that and reviewing it from time to time. So you can choose to review it whenever you have time, say on a monthly or a quarterly basis. And if things change, if you have achieved something, you can choose to leave that on the vision board, just as a kind of a celebration, right? It's extremely important to celebrate every small win, every small achievement. And if the celebration doesn't have to be a big one, right? It can be a small pat on the back. It can be in the form of rewarding yourself with a day where you take care of yourself better. So it can be something that you make for yourself, where you bake for yourself. It can be many many different ways, whatever that appeals to you. So a vision board, right? So I think that's something that many of you have time. You might have time for it right now. So use your craft, stationery, use your imagination, use your creativity, right? Be a child again and enjoy making this for yourself. And yeah, that's it for today. So again, if I were to sort of summarize what I said today, is that you can, as we go through these uncertain times, and again, as we head to a future which is a bit uncertain as of now, not very clear, how things will pan out and what's going to happen. What can help is to find ways to empower ourselves. And one of the ways that I shared with you today was to create an empowering health plan. And I've just touched upon one aspect of that. I will be touching upon some of the other aspects in the future sessions. So what I started off with was that you need to ask yourself some questions that can bring clarity as to what you want to see more of. So the three questions that I want you to ask yourself is: number one, what do you want your life to look like? Whether it's 12 months, 18 months, 6 months down the line, 2 years, 5 years. What do you want to be the center of your life, right? What do you want to see more of in your life? That's the second question. And the third question is, what do you want your body to look like, right? So once you are clear on these questions or these answers, in some kind of self-reflection, you can also think of creating a vision board for yourself, right? And that's, I've already explained how that works. So I hope it has been helpful. Sorry. Please share your comments, your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. Let me know if this has been helpful. And last but not the least, I am sharing with you a free download that I've had, a resource that I have. And it's, as moms, as busy women, a lot of times it becomes difficult to take out time to do all these things. So I'm sharing with you a resource which can help you to take out time for yourself. And you can download using the link below, which is at anindita.com/5 ways to take out time. So I'll see you again next Friday at 5.